Hello and welcome to another episode of Momento Malum today. The University of CRAIOVA in Romania evaluated in 2022 several candidate apple seedlings bred in 2025. These were evaluated for fruit quality and disease resistance. These seedlings were selected from a population of 3,260 seedlings born from the hybridization between pre-existing elite apple lines. These elite lines consist of heirloom cultivars that are considered elite lines and are used in breeding programs, modern cultivars, and derivatives of the PRI program. Golden Spur, Generos, and Florin are examples of modern elite cultivars. Either Red is an old heirloom, and H3 590, H112, H212, and H135 are experimental lines. The experimental lines and Florin are known to have the VF scab resistance gene, a trait pioneered by the PRI program. Either Red and Golden Spur are both susceptible to scab, and Generos has a high quantitative resistance to scab. The experiment resulted in several trees that may be suited for a cultivar trial. It is these that we'll be looking at. These lines were evaluated for mildew and scab resistance, as well as agronomic traits. The first line of note is Elite H14 311-05. This is a tree of medium vigor, precocious, and bears fruit on short stems. The number of flowers is on average equal to most of the other cultivars in the region, as is the flowering time. The average weight of the fruit is around 165 grams and is spherical in shape, and like Golden Delicious in flavor. It is ready for harvest in early October and can store until March. It is resistant to scab and mildew, and is faster growing, and is able to bear fruit earlier than most other cultivars. Elite H4 38-5 has much the same trait of the previous line, but is crunchier and stores for 1 month longer. It makes sense since both lines are siblings. Elite H1 59-04 has much the same traits of the previous lines, but has more flavor in terms of acidity and white flesh instead of yellow flesh. Elite H3 47-04 has much of the same traits of the previous line. Its flavor is not well described, but likely has a vinous flavor as a result of its either red pedigree. It is mostly red and produces fruit on average-sized branches. Elite H4-17-05 is like Elite H14 311-05, but stores 2 weeks longer, and is crunchier. This makes sense since it's a sibling of the first two mentioned lines. Elite H2 free-04 is one of the most unique of the lines. It is of small-medium vigor, very precocious, and bears fruit on both short and long branches. The fruit is larger than the other lines, weighing on average 180 grams. It is red, yellow, and green in terms of fruit, and is ready to harvest in late September and stores until January. All the remaining fruit traits found in the prior lines were the same. Most of the lines were highly precocious, producing fruit at an earlier age than the common cultivars, and most had very similar traits in terms of precocity, vigor, and disease resistance. Indeed, Elite H2 free-04 was the most different of the lines. This may have to do with the selection criteria in the breeding program and the presence of the same ancestral lines within the pedigree of these parental lines, a common feature found in many apples bred in the 20th century and beyond. And that about covers everything. Thank you for watching. If you want to donate to my channel, the links are below. If you want to buy my book, you can also find that link in the description box below.